We go to Hollywood, where once again politics shoves its nose where it doesn't belong.
What? You're kidding.
Gun control activists
How about new?
are forcing their message onto law enforcement shows where good guys with guns take down bad guys with guns.
Kill the monster!
Yeah, because there's no agenda there.
It's true.
I'm Jasper Gunzo, and this
Nothing to see here.
is What's Next. A happy Tuesday, ladies and gentlemen. Jasper Gonzo, What's Next, your daily dose. Hope you guys are feeling good today, wherever you may be. We go to Hollywood, where, of course, politics has this uncanny problem with sticking their nose in where they don't belong. What happens when you take gun control advocates, activists, I like to call them, and law enforcement shows who actually have good guys with guns taking out bad guys with guns? What do you get? You get something good? No. You get the message. And here we go. This comes out of Breitbart. Gun control advocates, gun control group Brady campaign teams with major studios to push gun control in violent Hollywood shows. Violent Hollywood shows like SWAT. Hollywood and the Brady campaign to prevent gun violence are teaming up with CBS SWAT to include gun control messages during the show. Yes, because that's what the show's about, right? For example, CNN reported that in one episode, actor Shamar Moore's character Daniel Hondo Harrelson comes home from a shift as a cop to make sure that his service firearm is in the closet, locked up, before sitting down and speaking with his wife. Moore commented on the scene saying, "I'm big badass Hondo. I get out there and take down bad guys. But when I come home, I own a firearm, but it's safe. It's protected." The scene is a result of collaboration between Hollywood and Brady's gun show safety campaign. Their website. Guns are prominently featured in television, art, music, movies across the globe, but only in America has gun violence is an epidemic. In America, we have more guns than people. Every year, over 40,000 people are shot and killed. Our nation's gun violence crisis impacts nearly every fabric of American life. It will take a comprehensive approach to end this epidemic. To change the culture and behaviors around the firearms must be part of the solution. The creative community can play a powerful role in leading to these solutions. The website also contains principles in which Hollywood volunteered to follow. 1. Use our creativity to model responsible gun ownership and show consequences for reckless gun use. We will make a conscious effort to show characters locking their guns safely and make them inaccessible to children. Have at least one conversation during a pre-production regarding the ways guns will be portrayed on screen, and consider alternatives that could be employed without sacrificing narrative integrity. Yeah, good luck with that one. 3. Limiting scenes including children and guns, bearing in mind that guns are now the leading cause of death for children and adolescents. Sounds progressive, doesn't it? Ironically, Brady posits over 40,000 as approximate figure for gun deaths annual gun deaths. Really? Wait. I think that's a typo. Ironically, Brady posits over 40,000 as an approximate figure of gun deaths in annual gun deaths, but does not mention that over 60% of those deaths is a result of suicides rather than gun violence. And the other 40%? Yeah, urban warfare. But no, we can't talk about that because that would be racist. But anyway, UC Davis points out this is overlooked. Fact regarding that, in 2019 death figures, there were 39,707 deaths from firearms in U.S. in 2019. 60% of the firearms were suicides. In 2019, 23,000 people U.S. died by firearm suicide. This has meant that the number of gun-violent deaths, i.e. homicides, in 2019 were approximately 15,766, which of course is an outrageous number on its own face. A much lower figure than the over 40,000, and it's not as easy to use gun control fundraising. Of course, like I said, the higher the number, you can push the narrative. For shows like SWAT, let's see, all the FBI shows, on Wednesday nights, or how about Blue Bloods, which has been around, I think this is year 15, 16 season for them. These are law enforcement shows, and there are others on CBS. who actually have good guys with guns taking their bad guys with guns. But for you to push a after-school special narrative, well, after a long day of killing bad people, with my AK-47 and my Glock, I like to make sure that I put it away in a safe place. I put it away in my closet. I put it in my box, with a safety code on it, to make sure that my children and my wife have no access to it. Now, if I don't happen to be home, well, they get fucked. Is that the message? That's the message that I'm getting. That's the message. Maybe it's just me, maybe it's that, there's something in the air, but that's what I'm feeling right now. But you may feel different. But when you're pushing a gun control narrative on a show that relies on weapons to take down bad guys, it's ridiculous. And then on top of it, it's a collaboration. No, you're basically using politics and hammering a show that is about law enforcement. And we just saw the criteria. Well, we're going to push the gun control narrative to a point where it doesn't, interfere with, artistic, integrity, of the show. We're not, it's not going to mess up the show in any way, shape, or form. Just that it's just going to say, hey, after you get done shooting, why don't you talk about, your safety? Talk about a safety, in a touchy-feely moment. It's stupid, it's ignorant, it's retarded, and what do you expect? This is the liberal way. Forcing gun control narratives is bullshit. And of course they're going to go after CBS because that network happens to have the most law enforcement shows on its network, more so than ABC or NBC or any other network. So of course they're going to go after number one. And of course, if they skew the numbers a bit, well, oopsie. And with that being said, I'm Jazz Berganzo. This is What's Next. Want to see more like this, please comment below. Like it, share it, subscribe to it, hit that notification. Appreciate you guys watching. Continue to spread the word about the show. Help it continue to grow. And we'll see you next time. Peace.